This is high school football on News Channel 15 and my15news.com. High school football on News Channel 15, a special sports production of the Wabash Valley College Radio TV Broadcasting Department.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Harrington Jeffrey Sports Complex for tonight's Black Diamond Conference matchup between the visiting Chester Yellow Jackets and the home Carmi-White County Bulldogs. It is homecoming night here in Carmi. I am Cole Carter alongside Will Starks. And Will, we got a big game ahead of you tonight.
Yes, we do. This is my first broadcasting game. I'm really excited. I bet it'll be a great one.
Yeah, glad to have Will along with the staff. Cole Carter here, as I usually am stuck doing Carmi games. And just kidding when I say that. Bulldogs getting ready to run out of the tunnel. As I mentioned, homecoming game, a lot of festivities ahead of the team tonight. But Carmi facing some controversy, or adversity, I should say. Last week, losing to Johnson City on the road. That is their 5th loss on the season, which means they are out of playoff contention. But still a lot to play for as a big group of seniors. They've got 3 games left in their high school career. And for the Chester Yellow Jackets, they enter with a record of 4-2. They're tied for 4th in the Black Diamond Conference. They're looking like they're going to have a playoff season once again, but Carmi trying to play spoiler and make them wait another week until getting that win number 5. And as Carmi, they are having some key injuries and suspensions, you could say on one side of the ball. Left guard Tyler Hoskins was kicked out of last week's game after getting in an argument with a player. That means he is going to have to miss this game. Running back Jaden Reeder out with an injury, and left tackle Chase Harms also out with an injury. Carmi, their defense has struggled against the pass tonight, so far this year, but Chester is a really good passing team, and simply it comes down to if you don't defend the pass very well, you got to find a way to stop it tonight if you're Carmi.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, especially this being their homecoming game, I think it'd definitely be one to win.
So Carmi, as I mentioned, got 3 games left as they burst through the banner here as they run out. They are at home tonight against Chester. They'll be on the road at Hamilton County next weekend, and then senior night will be the following game here against Vienna Goreville, and then their season will end. So they're hoping to end the season on a 4-5 mark. This is just the 2nd losing season Coach Kurt Simon's had in the past 5 years. In 2015, the team went 3-6, made the playoffs the 2 following years, but of course this year they'll be staying at home week 9. We'll have a chance to meet the offensive starters for the Bulldogs here in 1 second.
Let's make the starting offensive lineup for your Carmi-White County Bulldogs.
As I mentioned, Carmi having a couple injuries on that offensive line. They're going to go with Adam Phelps at 1 tight end. 60 Peyton Edwards, a sophomore, at left tackle. Ethan Mercer playing left guard tonight. Jace Carter playing center. Right guard 76, Colton Harms. And the right tackle 55, Eric Williams. And 1 tight end, number 80, Cooper Craig, a senior. 22, the sophomore Davenon getting the start at running back. 32, the freshman Luke Simon getting the start at running back. Ethan Mahan, he's back and healthy. He's starting at running back. And the senior quarterback in his 2nd year starting is William Pugsley. As we mentioned, Kurt Simon, the head coach for these Bulldogs. And as we talked about it, Will, Carmi not really playing for the win here. I guess you say that could, but as I mentioned, playoffs out of the question. They're really just trying to play spoiler for Chester. And, playoff position means a big thing, especially in the Black Diamond Conference. Every win counts and every game counts if you're Chester.
Well, yeah, it definitely does, but I think that this team looks really good and hyped, and I think that they're ready to get a win for their homecoming at very least. I think it's going to be a good game tonight.
As you mentioned, Chester comes in at 4-2, 1 loss. I mean, you talk about finishing 7-2 or 6-3 or possibly even 5-4. If Chester does indeed make the playoffs, that record will decide, if you're going to be home for the playoffs, if you're going to be on the road 4 hours away for the playoffs. So, especially Chester down the road here, every game matters. And for Carmi, they can play a real big spoiler here tonight. They can come away with a win against a really good Chester team.
I think they're definitely looking to play spoiler too.
So we got about 4 minutes left on the clock here. We're going to take a short break. Kickoff just right around the corner.
At First National Bank, we are committed to providing our customers with superior customer service. Whether in person or over the phone, our goal is to provide a positive customer experience each and every day. Give us a call or stop in one of our local branches today.
The Tri-State source for alternative rock is 89.1 The Bash. Connect with us wherever you are on social.
Long ghosts get swept away. It didn't used to be this way.
Listen live on our free mobile apps, online, or on TuneIn. We are today's hit alternative, 89.1 The Bash.
Welcome back here to Jeffrey Sports Complex. We are about ready for kickoff. It's homecoming for Carmi-White County. Cole Carter alongside Will Starks. And Carmi, they're playing for pride here. Come in with a record of 1-5. Chester 4-2. They're trying to improve and hopefully clinch a playoff position so far here tonight. Chester will get the ball to start the game. It's going to be 14, Ethan Mahan kicking away, and we are underway. A short line drive kick. It's going to be number 16, Ethan Rayburn on the return for the Yellow Jackets. Rayburn looking to go inside and then brought down just across the 20-yard line. And so Chester is going to bring an offense out that Carmi has not seen anything like so far this year. Chester, they go full spread and throw the ball a lot. Not something you see a lot at the high school level, Will.
Yeah, definitely not. Yeah.
I mean, as you mentioned, I know you're from Fairfield. Fairfield, all they do is run the ball, and you know, a team like Carmi, it's going to be different. It's going to be hard for them to try to stop that pass game so far tonight.
Yeah, definitely.
Just agree, don't you?
Yep.
Once again, Will's first time on the broadcast team tonight. 1st and 10 for Chester at their own 22-yard line. Here's Nick Meyer. He's going to hand it off up the middle. I believe that's number 32, Drake Ballman, the ball carrier. And Bowman's going to carry up to about the 27. So we talked about the pass game there, but Chester right off the bat goes with the run play there with Bowman.
Definitely a good idea to switch things up. Yep.
Try to catch Carmi off guard however they can. 30 seconds off the first quarter clock here. Chester 2nd and 4 from their own 28. That was a 6-yard gain for Bowman. And the shotgun Meyer, he's got two running backs next to him. He's going to give it off to the left side. This is going to be number 36, I believe, Ethan Burt. Burt down the sideline. Burt makes two Bulldogs miss. Burt going to the inside. Burt brought down at the 40-yard line by Pugsley. And Chester goes with two running plays to start the game, and they're all the way deep into Carmi territory.
That was a great play. Yeah.
Broke multiple tackles on the way down the field. It's Carmi. That's going to be a big key. They can't miss any tackles against these big runners for Chester.
Gain of 36 yards on the play.
That's a gain of 36 there for Burt on the run. So 1st and 10 for Chester now at the 40-yard line. 11 minutes to play here in the first quarter. In the shotgun, Meyer. He's got one receiver out wide left. Two running backs behind him. Meyer going to give it off to Bowman. Bowman looking to find a lane up the middle, and Bowman is going to be brought down by multiple Bulldogs. Luke Simon, the first one there.
From the Yellow Jackets, tackled made by number 32, Luke Simon for the Bulldogs.
And Will, you know, back in your playing days, you played football your first couple years of high school, correct?
Yes, I did.
Luke Simon, number 32 for Carmi, is the first freshman to start for the Bulldogs since 2010. So you got to think, being a freshman out there for the his first year's varsity play, a little bit nervous. You got to think for the freshman.
Oh yeah, I bet.
So 2nd and 4 after the 6-yard run here for Chester, and official taking a timeout, maybe some equipment malfunction down there on the field. They'll get it figured out. Looks like number 4 doesn't have any knee pads, and he's going to be forced to come out of the game. That is going to be Keith Kiner. He's going to have to exit the game for a few plays to get some knee pads in, so they'll bring in a substitution. Number 88, Eric Cowell, is going to check in for Chester. They'll have to call another play here. So when resume play, will be 2nd and 4 from the 34. Can't play without knee pads, Will.
Definitely not.
Approaching 10 minutes to go here in the first quarter, and the shotgun's Meyer. Takes a snap. He's going to get off. This is going to be number 16. That is going to be Rayburn. Rayburn to the outside, and Rayburn still on his feet. Rayburn all the way to about the 20-yard line. And the Bulldogs having a hard time making the tackle on the run play so far tonight.
I know you talked about their passing game, but it seems like they're doing a great job running the ball, too.
And once you mentioned, catching Carmi off guard, I'm sure they came into this game just ready for the pass. As you mentioned, it's been all run so far for Chester. They haven't thrown the ball yet on this first drive.
And they're getting yards every time, too.
9:45 to go in the first. Scoreless here at Carmi-White County High School. Meyer, here's the pass play. Meyer pressure right on him. Throws it open as a receiver, and it's dropped. number 7, Tristan Hobeck, the intended receiver for the Yellow Jackets, and it falls incomplete. And second down coming up. So you mentioned, Will, they've gone with the run play for the entirety of this first drive, except for that play, and they go for the pass play, and he was open, but he just couldn't bring it in.
Yep. Looks like he slid or something up there.
Yeah. He would have had at least another 5 yards after the catch.
Definitely.
So 2nd and 10, 9:36 to go in the first quarter. Ball on the Carmi 21-yard line. In the shotgun, Meyer takes a snap. He's going to give it off. This is going to be, I believe this is Hurt. Run to the left side, and multiple Bulldogs making the tackle. Check that. Burt is his name, Ethan Burt. The running back for Chester gets it inside the 20. It'll be about a 2-yard gain, and so now, after this long drive by Chester, Carmi's got a chance for a stop here. It's 3rd down and 7.
Tackle was number 66, Joseph Mills.
Joseph
Carmi's
Mills.
Go
ahead.
Carmi's going to have to step it up if they want to stop him here.
Carmi has shown a lot of signs this year of a bend, don't break mentality. They allow the big plays, but when it comes down to it, they don't allow the score. They need to come through big here tonight. Meyer's going to throw. Steps up, throws to the end zone, and it is going to be incomplete. Little bump in the end zone, but no penalty. So Meyer throws 2 passes on the first drive. It goes incomplete. And so Chester's going to have a 4th down and 7 from the 18-yard line here on this first drive. Good job by the Carmi defense to come up big there.
Definitely. See, that first pass, it seems like they're almost getting worse. That first one seemed golden at first, and then that one was just way over the head.
So Chester, I believe, is going to go for it. Sometimes Chester comes out with a field goal team, but here they're going to go for it on 4th and 7 from the 18. They're going to go with the full spread here. Meyer's got 1 running back behind him. That's Hobeck. Meyer's going to throw. The senior quarterback going to throw one to the end zone. It is going to be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Chester. What a catch. Number 4, Keith Kiner, and the Yellow Jackets get on the board first. What a pass from Nick Meyer.
And what a catch from Keith Kiner. He really got that. And yeah.
William Pugsley was on the coverage, and Meyer using, I don't have his height on here, but he's looking like he's at least 6'4" down there on the field. Used all of his height there, and the Yellow Jackets go for it on 4th down. It pays off, and they have a 6-0 lead. So here, 8:44 to go in the first quarter. Chester going to go for 2. Meyer in the shotgun. Takes a snap. He's going to give it off. This is going to be Rayburn, and Rayburn looking to go inside. I don't believe he got there. He did not. So with 8:44 to go in the first quarter, Chester strikes first. It's 6-0. We'll take a short break.
If you're looking for the best barbecue around, look no further than Hog Heaven Barbecue, 411 West Ninth Street, Mount Carmel. Rick Marshall and the staff have been cooking up the best pork ribs and chicken since 1987. Hog Heaven Barbecue is a full-service family restaurant serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Be sure to check out our delicious buffet and salad bar. And it's not just barbecue at Hog Heaven. Enjoy our steaks, burgers, catfish, homemade pies, and desserts. Also, check out our beef brisket special with 2 sides for just $7.95. Hog Heaven Barbecue, 411 West 9th, Mount Carmel.
Welcome back here to Harrington Jeffrey Sports Complex. Chester just up and out to a 6-0 lead. I believe they set an 8-play, 78-yard drive there for the Yellow Jackets, and it resulted in an 18-yard touchdown pass from quarterback Nick Meyer to wide receiver Keith Kiner. And so Chester, as I mentioned, jumps out to a 6-0 lead. We'll see how Carmi's offense can answer. Kickoff from Rayburn. It's going to be over in the corner, and it's going to go out of bounds. So Carmi's going to have good field position to start off. And, Will, we're going to see a quite different offense here from Carmi. They kind of stick to the traditional, they run the ball a lot, but occasionally they'll go out and pass. You know, how do you think Chester, it's kind of tough for them because they're not used to that kind of offense, and it'd be interesting to see how Carmi can fare on offense here.
Definitely will be interesting.
So Carmi starts this drive after the penalty on the kick that goes out of bounds at the 40-yard line. And so quarterback William Pugsley will bring out his crew. Pugsley, his 2nd year starting at quarterback, led the Bulldogs to a 6-4 final record last year as they sit at 1-5 at the start of the game tonight. Pugsley going to throw on the first play. Open is Luke Simon. Simon cuts upfield. He's going to have the first down into Chester territory. And, well, they're just doing the opposite of what we said. We said Chester was going to throw it a lot. They run it. We said Carmi was going to run it a lot, and they throw it there on the first play for a first down.
Oh, yeah, number 32, Simon was looking golden on that catch. Just got it and then ran right back down.
Pugsley, of course, with a nice pass, and Carmi has struggled getting first downs in the first few drives so far this year, but the first play they get a first down, I should say. So 8:24 to go in the first quarter. This is going to be 14, Ethan Mahan. Mahan tried to find a lane, but he is stuffed. Not a lot of room there for the junior Ethan Mahan.
Not at all.
Ethan Burt made the tackle there for the Yellow Jackets. Second down and 8 for the Bulldogs from the 45. Carmi definitely a lot more patient offense than that of Chester's. Chester is really quick to the line, throwing the ball a lot. As we mentioned, Carmi likes to take their time in between plays. Second down, Pugsley going to throw again. He's going to run away. He's got pressure right up in his face, and he's going to be sacked. He couldn't get away that time. That looked like Kiner on the sack.
Oh.
It looks like Pugsley is hurt. That's not good for Carmi. Pugsley tried to avoid the sack, and he has not moved after getting sacked on that one. We'll take a short break.
For over a century, Mount Carmel Public Utility Company has served Wabash County with safe and reliable energy. And now we're there for you in a whole new way. Introducing our new Smart Hub app. The free app lets you access your account 24 hours a day right from your fingertips. Receive email notifications when a new bill is issued and pay that bill directly online, anywhere, anytime. Access your usage history and more. Download the Smart Hub app today at mtcpu.com. Just another way Mount Carmel Public Utility Company serves our neighbors, families, and friends.
So, what's your story? Looking for a cost-effective way to begin your college career? One that's close to home? Or are you still unsure of a career direction? Here's the answer. The 4 Illinois Eastern Community Colleges. With 100 certificate and associate degrees in career and technical fields, many online and many transferable. Frontier Community, Lincoln Trail, Olney Central, Wabash Valley. 4 colleges, 1 mission. Let us help write your life story. Check us out online at iecc.edu.
Welcome back here to Harrington Jeffrey Sports Complex. William Pugsley getting helped off the field. Looks like he just might have got the wind knocked out of him. And for a Carmi fan, that's hopefully what the injury is. He's slow to walk off. So Devin Rankin, the sophomore, will check into the game. And as I was telling Will, assuming they're going to go with a lot of run plays here, at least so Pugsley can get back in the game. Rankin just not familiar with the passing offense for Carmi. So it'll be 3rd and 17 for the Bulldogs as they are in a hole now from their own 46-yard line. Rankin under center. He's going to fumble the snap, and he's going to have to pick it up, and he's going to have nowhere to go. The Yellow Jackets all over him. So what started out to be a good drive for the Bulldogs is going to result in, I believe, a punt here. As Carmi got that first down, they just went backwards after that.
Chester's definitely got a good defense, good offense. It's going to be a challenge to see how Carmi pulls out here.
And Chester is 4-2 for a reason. They are a much better squad than last year's 5-4 team. Chester, believe it or not, 2 years ago missed the playoffs, finished 6-3. And so
that's a stark contrast versus how they're playing right now.
Like I said, they're a completely different team this year. So Mahan will be set to punt here on 4th and 19. Chester looking to block the punt. Penalty flag comes in. That might be on the Bulldogs. And it is going to be on the Bulldogs. Back it up 5 more yards to make it 4th and 24. Like you mentioned, Will, Chester looking like a playoff team so far here tonight. You talked about their offense and their defense did a great job there. So indeed, it just shows the extreme amount of improvement that Chester has had so far this year.
Definitely, definitely. I think this game's going to all come down to who wants it more, and I think it's going to be a great one.
16, Ethan Rayburn deep for the Yellow Jackets. Ethan Mahan set to punt. Hopefully they do this one without any penalties, and they get it away. Rayburn going to run up. Nice, not a bad punt by Mahan. Rayburn to the left sideline. Rayburn gets past 1 Bulldog, gets past 2, gets past 3, and he's going to be met at about the 46-yard line. So great field position here for the Yellow Jackets after the nice return. So a long touchdown drive for Chester the last time out. They get the stop on defense, and now a chance to jump out to an early 2-touchdown lead if they can convert here.
Rayburn just seems to be doing great on those running plays. He's getting past at least 2 of them every time.
Rayburn's a quick kid. He has returned 2 kicks for touchdowns so far this year. As you mentioned, he has ran the ball on offense for Chester, and he's had a couple pretty good returns as you saw right there. So Chester going to start this drive at their own 46-yard line. I'm talking about the 47-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. Meyer in the shotgun fresh off a touchdown pass. They're going to fake the sweep, and it's going to be number 7. That's Tristan Hobeck, and Hobeck going to plow his way up ahead to looks like the 43-yard line. That should be enough for a Chester first down, depending on where they mark it. And see what the officials say. It'll be just short of first. It'll be second and short here for Chester.
Second down and 1, gain of 9.
Another thing about this Chester offense, they got a lot of big guys. I mean, even just from looking up here, a lot of big guys down the roster and on that field. It's hard for Carmi to stop, especially when they're running 100 miles an hour right at them.
Oh, yeah.
Meyer in the shotgun. He's going to give it off. It's going to be Burt. And Burt going to keep his feet driving. Brought down, looks like 66. Joseph Mills, the first Bulldog there. And that was Burt with the first down carry there for Chester.
And, you were talking about Chester's big O-line, but I think it goes really good with their little guys in the back because they're just quick.
Chester's a pretty well-balanced team. And as you mentioned, there are 2 losses on the year. They lost to El Dorado in double overtime to start the season and then lost to Fairfield in a game that they really were the only team so far that's really competed with Fairfield so far this year. Fairfield, as we mentioned earlier, 6-0 on the year. Meyer, maybe some miscommunication. Meyer's going to take off. Meyer going to put his head down, get away from a couple of Bulldogs, and Meyer all the way inside the 30. He's going to be close to another Chester first down.
For an accidental play, that was fantastic. Really, they really did a good job of recovering that well.
Really all you can ask there for Nick Meyer. Meyer, a senior, he's been the starting quarterback for this Chester team since his sophomore year. He's got a lot of, I'm pretty sure he's close to all the passing records as far as Chester High School. And he definitely looking at another all-conference here. He was all-conference first team last year, led the league in passing. So 2nd and 1 here for the Yellow Jackets. Meyer takes a snap. He's going to give it off. It's going to be Hobeck. Hobeck plows ahead. He's going to have another Chester first down just inside the 25-yard line.
Chester's got some very aggressive playing this evening.
And we talked about their long drive on their last possession. They are going right down the field already. This drive started at their own 47, and they're already at the Carmi 25. So 1st and 10 for Chester from the 25, 6-0. They lead, 4.5 to go here in the first quarter. Meyer in the shotgun, a running back to his left. He's got a bunch of receivers to his right. This is going to be number 32, Bowman on the carry. Bowman to the outside. Bowman going to be close to the chains. And it's just, Carmi's having a hard time stopping this offense so far.
Run out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
So Bowman got up to the 15. That's a gain of 10 and another Chester first down. And Carmi's going to take a timeout. We're going to take one as well.
Wabash General Hospital's Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Department has its own team operating alongside area high school and college teams. Our team of athletic trainers works with athletes in school during the day to treat and rehab, and on game nights on the sidelines to diagnose and treat injuries. The sports medicine team works with a growing list of schools. Our trainers, physical therapists, and physicians share the same goal, to get you back in the game. We are Wabash General Hospital. People you know, helping people you love.
Welcome back here to Carmi County High School. Cole Carter alongside Will Starks. Bulldogs in a hole here on defense. They trail 6-0, 4:20 to go in the first quarter. And Chester looking to extend their already 1 touchdown lead. They have 1st and 10 at the Carmi 14. They scored on a touchdown pass from Meyer to Kiner on the last possession. They're looking pretty good so far here. 1st and 10 from the 14. Meyer going to give it off to Burt. Burt to the left side. Burt's got a couple of blockers, and the Bulldogs were able to close in on that one. Cooper Craig, along with 34, Austin Wheeler, making the tackle, both of which were injured last week, and they're back in this tonight for the Bulldogs. So we're at 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. As Carmi, on their first offensive possession, were forced to punt it after the sack of quarterback William Pugsley, and then they just didn't have anywhere else to go after that. So 2nd down and 7 from the 11-yard line. Meyer is going to keep it. He runs up the middle. He's going to be tripped up inside the 10, about the 6-yard line. He's going to be short of a first down, so it's going to bring up 3rd down here for Chester. And now Carmi's defense in the same spot they were in last drive, Will. 3rd down, close to goal to go. They got to come away with a stop here.
Yep, Carmi's going to have to really think of a plan quick to stop Chester's offense here.
We talked about the dual threat offense that Chester has. You don't know if they're going to run it. You don't know if they're going to throw it here. So 3rd down and 1. Ball at the 5-yard line. Meyer Gives it off up the middle. Bowman had the carry. I don't know if he got there. The Bulldogs defense was there in a hurry. We'll see where the officials mark it. And one official says first down Chester, and it is going to be first and goal for Chester.
Sherman picks up the first down.
Looks like Carmi's getting a little bit better at stopping them, though.
It'll be first down and goal.
As you said, when you play a team that's as different as Chester away from everybody else, it takes a couple drives to get used to. And that's okay if you're Carmi, but you got to make sure your offense can answer on the other side of the field. So first and goal from the 2-yard line. Chester spreads it out. Meyer is going to give it off to Hobeck up the middle, and he is in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. And 2 possessions for Chester and 2 touchdowns.
Carmi's going to really have to get their act together here pretty soon.
Just a rocky first quarter here for the Bulldogs, but lots of football left. They just got to try to keep their heads up, and it's going to be a big offensive possession coming up for Carmi here in a few minutes. So Chester missed the 2-point conversion last time. They're going to go for it again here. In the shotgun, Meyer, he's got 3 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. He is going to throw. Meyer throws it. It's going to be incomplete. William Pugsley on the coverage for the Bulldogs. So with 2:40 to go in the first quarter, it's been all Chester, 12-0 Yellow Jackets.
Here in Southern Illinois, we all know the weather can change in an instant. When severe weather strikes, you can count on the team at News Channel 15 to provide you the latest information to keep you and your family safe. From watches and warnings to storm spotter information with our direct link to the National Weather Service, the team at News Channel 15 is here to give you the most up-to-the-minute severe weather coverage, not only on air but also online and on our Facebook page. News Channel 15, putting Southern Illinois first.
Welcome back here to Carmi-White County High School. Cole Court alongside Will Starks. Chester just drove down the field once again. A drive that started at their own 47-yard line to take a 12-0 lead with 2:40 to go here in the first quarter. Deep for the Bulldogs will be number 22, Davenant, and number 2, William Pugsley. And it looks like number 16, Ethan Rayburn, is going to be kicking off for Chester. As we mentioned, Carmi had a first down on their first play of the drive on their last offensive drive, but nothing came out of it. They're going to try to answer back this time. Low line drive kick. It's going to be fielded by number 22, Davenant. Odd going to try to run up the middle. Odd gets past a couple of Yellow Jackets and is across the 35. So not a bad return for the sophomore Davenant. And the Bulldog offense, who, as we mentioned, just couldn't get anything going last time out, will try to change the tides this time around.
Definitely a pretty good run by him, given the Carmi a pretty all right position going into this part.
As we said on the previous defensive drive, this is a big drive for Carmi. They already trail by 2 touchdowns, and if they can get down the field and cut this deficit in half, they'll be right back in it. So Carmi going to go with a tight formation here, and they're going to go with a wing T. Pugsley under center. He's going to give it off at the middle to Austin Wheeler, and Wheeler had a full head of steam, but then stopped by the Chester defensive line. About a 3-yard gain there.
Ball carrier is number 34, Austin Wheeler for the Bulldogs.
So Carmi trying to mix things up there, trying to go with the big package,
Carries up to the 35.
but only got about 3 there. So 2nd and 7 coming up for Carmi at their own 36. Bulldogs back out. They're going to send Cooper Craig wide to the right. Pugsley under center. Takes a snap. He's going to get off to Simon, and Simon hit initially, tries to bounce it out, and Hobeck was right there to meet him. And just not a lot going for Carmi's offense so far here in the first quarter.
No, it seems like Chester's been able to really stop them every play.
Once again, Carmi had that first down, the first play of the last drive, but as you mentioned, Will, Chester's done a pretty good job stopping every play since, and Carmi hasn't had much going for them. So here we go, 3rd and 9. Ball at the Carmi 34. Under center is Pugsley. Takes a snap. He's going to go back to pass. He's got protection. He's got a man. That's Craig. And it's tipped away, and it is incomplete. And the Bulldogs, once again, are going to be forced to punt on their offensive drive.
Yellow Jackets bring up 4th and 9.
And he had him there for a second, but the Chester defensive backs did a good job of recovering and knocking that one incomplete. So 14, Ethan Mahan will punt away here. 1:18 to go in the first quarter. Chester leads Carmi 12-0. Mahan punts it away. Another good punt by Mahan. It is going to be over the head of Rayburn, and it is going to keep on rolling. Rayburn is going to run it. Rayburn, that might have been a good decision for Rayburn. He's going to break a couple tackles, and how about Rayburn? He's going to make something out of nothing, but a penalty flag comes in late, and assumingly that will be on the Yellow Jackets.
Up to the 25, tackle made by number 76.
Carmi-White's kicker is getting a great distance every time.
So we will see, assuming that's going to be a block in the back on Chester, and they're going to go ahead and keep walking them backwards. So Rayburn, that punt bounced all the way to about the 5-yard line. Rayburn elected to pick it up and run it, and it was a pretty good idea. As he made a couple Bulldogs miss, but Chester with their toughest field position so far tonight, but with the way their offense has been working, it might not faze them. 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets at their own 7-yard line. Carmi defense needs to come over with the stop here. It's been all Chester so far in this first quarter. 1:01 to go. 12-0 Yellow Jackets. Meyer in the shotgun, a running back to his left. Meyer gives it up the middle to Bowman, and Bowman going to bowl his way to about the 10-yard line, about a 4 or 5 yard gain there for the Chester running back.
78 Dylan Webb and number 30 Adam Phelps on the tackle for the Bulldogs.
So 45 seconds and ticking down in the first quarter. You called a gain of 2 there for, I believe that was Bowman for the Yellow Jackets. 2nd down and 9. Chester going to go stay in that spread formation. Meyer in the shotgun. He's going to move a man in motion and give it off. This is going to be Burt. Burt met in the backfield. Austin Wheeler all over him. And finally some positivity there by the Bulldog defense.
These past 2 plays, it seems like Carmi's really got their act together in ways of learning how to deal with Chester here.
So that play will take us to the end of the first quarter. Hopefully Carmi can build on that one from this point forward. At the end of one, Chester leads 12-0 here from Carmi.
Farmers are back in the field and harvest is underway here in Wabash County. That means that football season is also in full swing for the Golden Aces. We want to wish everyone a safe harvest and successful season. From all of us at your local community bank, go Aces!
I didn't want to go to community college because it was too small, too limiting.
I wanted a place where I could expand my horizons and gain experiences for a strong future.
Where I could meet people from other places and learn about them.
A college choice that meant a strong start, not huge debt.
Where I would have the support I needed.
Where teachers knew my name and worked with me on a personal level.
And people were ready and available to help me plan my future.
That's why I choose my community college!
Welcome back here to Harrington Jeffrey Sports Complex. We begin the second quarter of play, and it is Chester with the ball at their own 8-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 9. The Carmi defense has looked pretty good on this drive with the first couple plays, but a big test here as they need to get a stop here, try to get the ball back in the shotgun. Meyer, 3rd and 9. Meyer is going to throw a quick pass. It's going to be caught by Kiner. Kiner is going to break away from a couple of Bulldogs, and Kiner going to put his head down. Looks like he's going to have enough for a Chester first down. Depending on where they mark. Now the official is back at the 17, and if that's the case, he's going to be short.
I'll tell you, Chester is just great at just dodging every one of Carmi's tackles. I mean,
it's a gain of 9 on the play. It's going to be.
That's a very big understatement. Carmi has had a hard time just simply tackling, and you know, Will, you got to. If you can't tackle, you're not going to win the game.
Yeah.
But indeed, Kiner was out of bounds before he got the first down, so Carmi's going to force Chester to punt for the first time tonight. Good job by the Bulldog defense, and depending on how this punt goes, he might have good field position. So here's the kick. It's going to be, looks like Ethan Mahan running back and bobbling it, but he's going to pick it up and run. Gets away from a couple of defenders. Mahan spins away and steps out of bounds at the Chester 45-yard line. So Carmi is going to have pretty good starting field position into Chester territory, and a big possession here. They got to try to trim this deficit down. A 10-yard return there by Mahan. So 11:42 to go in the first half. Here in the second quarter, Chester leading Carmi-White County 12-0. So Carmi, they've had 2 drives, both resulted in punts. Chester's had 3 drives, and that was their first punt of the night. Once again, Carmi playing without their starting left guard, left tackle, and running back. Under center is Pugsley, gives it off to Simon. Simon, nice run for the freshman. Simon up across the 40 to about the 37-yard line. A nice 8-yard run there for Simon.
You know, like I said earlier, I think that Carmi's doing a really good job of kind of realizing what Chester's likes to do and really learning and adapting to get around that now.
Something we talked about over the break, Will, was Carmi. You know, you said Carmi's had a rocky start, in which they have. But knowing this Carmi team, it takes them a little while to get used to things, and they gradually improve over the length of the game. So they're called a 7-yard run by Simon, 2nd and 3. Some miscommunication for the Carmi running backs. And it's Ethan Mahan with the ball carrier. And Mahan is going to get up to the 35. We'll see where exactly they mark it. It's going to be close to a Bulldog first down.
36 also went on the tackle, Ethan Burt.
36, Ethan Burt, along with 4, Keith Kiner on the tackle for the Yellow Jackets. And that is enough for a Carmi first down. So they're moving here on this 3rd drive of the night.
3 yards on the play, and that'll be a 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
That's the Carmi crowd, finally something to cheer about here in this first quarter. First half, I should say. So 10.5 to go here in the second quarter. Pugsley under center in the T formation. Gives it off to Simon again, right back in the game, and this time Simon, not like the last run he had, no gain there. Yellow Jackets all over that 40. Ethan Thompson there for the Yellow Jackets, 2nd and long coming up for Carmi.
2nd down and 9.
Called a 1-yard gain there for Simon.
You know, before that, Simon wasn't doing too bad. Especially for a freshman, he's been doing fantastic, really, on this varsity game.
Carmi back in the T formation, and the center is Pugsley. Gives it off to Davin Odd. Odd switching the ball. Nice run by Davin Odd, and the Bulldogs are going to try to push him. The sophomore gets all the way up to the 25. Carmi goes with a counter play there, and Odd's going to be close to a Bulldog first down.
Good stiff arm by him. Did you see that?
Switched the ball over to his right hand, and Davin Odd, just a sophomore, getting his first taste of varsity action this year, and he's done pretty well for a youngster. So they mark Odd about 6 inches away from the first down. 3rd and short for the Bulldogs. This is a big play. Pugsley gives it off to Wheeler. Wheeler's going to have the first down by plenty. Carmi driving well here on this one.
I think Carmi's definitely found their footing in this game, and I think they're definitely still in it.
Not sure if you can see on your screen, but number 14, Ethan Mahan, getting checked on by the team's trainer, A.J. Ola. That's be a big blow there for Carmi if he's out for a extended period of time in this one. 9:10 to play here in the second quarter. Under center is Pugsley. Takes a snap. He's going to give it off to Davin Odd again, and that time Odd tripped up. Good play by number 40, Ethan Thompson. And not a lot of room there for the sophomore Odd. No gain, 2nd and long coming up.
Thompson was quick off that to get him.
Looked like the same play they ran earlier when Odd had a nice run, but that time the Yellow Jackets sniffed it out.
Oh, yeah.
So 2nd and 10 here for Carmi at the 21-yard line. They're trying to get their first points of the night. They trail 12-0. 8.5 to go in the second quarter, and we're going to have a timeout taken by head coach Kurt Simon. We will take one as well.
If you're looking for the best barbecue around, look no further than Hog Heaven Barbecue, 411 West Ninth Street, Mount Carmel. Rick Marshall and the staff have been cooking up the best pork ribs and chicken since 1987. Hog Heaven Barbecue is a full-service family restaurant serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Be sure to check out our delicious buffet and salad bar. And it's not just barbecue at Hog Heaven. Enjoy our steaks, burgers, catfish, homemade pies, and desserts. Also, check out our beef brisket special with 2 sides for just $7.95. Hog Heaven Barbecue, 411 West 9th, Mount Carmel.
Welcome back here to Henry Jeffrey Sports Complex. Cole Carter alongside Will Starks. 2nd down and 10 for the Bulldogs with 8:34 to go in the second quarter. They trail Chester 12-0. This is going to be Pugsley back to throw. Pressure from the backside. Pugsley sacked for the 2nd time tonight. That was number 36, Ethan Burt, on the sack for Chester.
If Carmi keeps trying to pass, they have got to make sure that their line can block. I mean, that's the 2nd sack of the night.
Burt seemed untouched on that left side, just a straight dead sprint to try to sack Pugsley, and he got there. So Pugsley sacked for the second time, and now look at this, 3rd and 21 for Carmi. They're in a deep hole right here, 8 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Under center is Pugsley, T formation. Pugsley is going to throw again, pressure right on him again. They throw a screen. Here's Mahan. Mahan's got a couple of blockers, makes one Yellow Jacket miss, and Mahan all the way inside the 25, so it's going to be back near the regular line of scrimmage, about a 10-yard gain there, but nonetheless, it's still going to be 4th down here for Carmi.
It was finally a good passing play to come out of this team tonight.
Good job, buying the run fake there for Carmi, and then having Mahan sneak out to the left side for the screen. So now 7:24 to go. Carmi facing a 4th and 12 from the Chester 23-yard line. Chester leads 12-0 here in this Week 7 matchup. Final 3 weeks of high school football. And a timeout taken again by head coach Kirsten. That's his final timeout of the first half, and we'll take a timeout as well.
For over a century, Mount Carmel Public Utility Company has served Wabash County with safe and reliable energy. And now we're there for you in a whole new way. Introducing our new Smart Hub app. The free app lets you access your account 24 hours a day right from your fingertips. Receive email notifications when a new bill is issued and pay that bill directly online, anywhere, anytime. Access your usage history and more. Download the Smart Hub app today at mtcpu.com. Just another way Mount Carmel Public Utility Company serves our neighbors, families, and friends.
Welcome back here to Harrington Jeffrey Sports Complex. 7:07 to go in the second quarter. Carmi is facing a 4th and 12 from the Chester 23-yard line. Ball at the left hash mark. Kurt Simon just called his final timeout of the first half. And Chester's defense looking to come away once again. Pugsley is going to throw. Looking for Phelps on the right side. Can he get there? Jump ball. Phelps can't get it. Knocked away. Chester will take over.
They had the makings of a great play in that one.
Phelps has made a handful of great plays so far this year, but that one fell incomplete, and what looked to be a promising drive for Carmi is going to result in nothing here, as with exactly 7 minutes to go in the second quarter, Chester has the ball at their own 23-yard line, leading 12-0. And we'll see if Carmi's defense can play like they did on the last defensive drive where they forced Chester to punt. So 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. Meyer is going to be in the shotgun. He's going to have 3 receivers bunched up to the right and 1 to his left. Meyer is going to keep it and run with it. Meyer stiff-armed a man and then met by the Bulldogs just across the 25-yard line as Meyer decided to keep it there on the quarterback option.
Eric Mills, number 80, Cooper Craig on the tackle for the Bulldogs.
Eric Mills and Cooper Craig making the tackle there for the Bulldogs. 6:40 to go here in the second quarter. Score update from around the area. Last time I checked, it was Edwards County leading El Dorado 6-0. That's a big game between 4-2 Edwards County and 5-1 El Dorado in the Black Diamond Conference. 6:20 to go in the second quarter. 2nd and 4 for the Yellow Jackets. Meyer's going to throw. Punt fake. He's got a man open. He's not going to be able to get it to him. He's going to be sacked. Dylan Webb, the first Bulldog there, and they'll blow it dead. But Meyer, they went with the fake screen, and they were going to try to go deep. Looks like Burt was open down the field, but Bulldog defense comes away big there with the sack. It's going to bring up 3rd and long here for Chester.
Back to the 26-yard line, loss of 3 on the play.
Loss of 3 on the play.
It's going to bring up 3rd down and 7.
So 3rd and 7 here for Chester at their own 26-yard line. Carmi defense forced Chester to punt last drive. Can they do it again? Chester comes out in the spread formation once again. 2 receivers left. Make that 3 receivers left and 2 to right of Meyer. Meyer moves a man in motion. That's Burt. Gives it off to Burt. Burt to the left side. Burt's got a couple of blockers. Burt's going to have the first down up to about the 35. Bulk might have come out. Pile over there now. I'm not sure where they're going to mark it. And we'll see what the officials say. Waiting for a signal. It is indeed going to be a Chester first down. So they run the sweep to Burt. Number 36, Ethan Burt there for the Yellow Jackets, and they get the first down.
You know, I know, like you said, we were talking about our Chester's passing, but really their runs are getting great tonight.
I mean, the run game has been the majority of their offense so far, and it's been what's killing Carmi.
Oh, yeah.
Besides the touchdown pass to Kiner earlier in the game, Chester really hasn't had a whole lot going in the passing game. Meyer in the shotgun. Takes a snap. He's going to throw here. Looks left, throws left. It's going to be caught, and making the catch and getting close to a first down is, I believe, number 25. Check that, 85. It's going to be Ian Wraith for the Yellow Jackets, and Wraith gets up just shy of the 45. That's another Chester first down.
Carries up to the 45, gain of 11 on the play.
Gain of 11 there for the Yellow Jackets, and now they're doing a very quick offense here, a very small, short huddle, and they're already back at the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10, 4.5 to go in the second quarter, and the shotgun's Meyer. Takes a snap, goes off to Bowman. Bowman going to plow his way up ahead, and the Bulldog defense was there that time, still trying to push him back, and they finally whistle it dead. Maybe about a 2-yard gain there for Bowman.
32, Luke Simon on the tackle.
Definitely good move by the Bulldogs, pushing them back like they did. He seemed like he was going to get a little bit further up there.
Bowman's a big guy. I can imagine he outsizes anybody on Carmi-White's defense. It's going to be key for them to make sure they get multiple guys there on the tackle. To not let Bowman get those extra yards there. Good job by the Bulldog defense. So 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. Chester leading 12-0. 2nd down and 6 from their own 49. And the shotgun Meyer moves a man in motion, gives it off. No, he keeps it. He's going to run straight ahead. And the Bulldog defense there that time. Going to be about a 3-yard run there for Meyer. That was Craig and Wheeler making the tackle there for the Bulldogs. And so now, once again, a 3rd down here for Chester. Carmi needs to get a stop here. 3.5 to go in the second quarter. Carmi does get the ball to start the second half. So 3rd and 3 for Chester. Meyer in the shotgun. He's going to give it off up the middle to Bowman, and Bowman looks like he's going to have enough for a Chester first down. And the Yellow Jackets, right when we think they're going to get stopped, they keep on making their way for a first down.
Chester just a really talented team here in this game.
It's just a hard offense to stop. You know, you don't know if you want to defend the pass, defend the run, and right when they're going to do one, they do the other.
Oh yeah, double threat.
Full spread. Meyer's going to throw. Meyer looking plenty of time. Pressure gets to him. Meyer going to roll out to his right. He is going to take off, and Meyer with a nice little burst there at the end. He's going to get it at about the 36-yard line. So better job there by Carmi defending the pass. Nobody open down the field. And you can't really complain there for Carmi. I mean, you force Meyer to scramble, but Meyer just makes a nice play and gets the first down. Or not the first down, but gets a good gain there, gain of 8.
Just a yard away from first down.
So it is about 2 yards away from a first.
Oh, 2, sorry.
So Carmi making some substitutions here on defense. Chester making some as well on offense. And if Chester can get one in the end zone here before the end of the first half, it could really make a statement.
Definitely could. It could. Oh.
So 2nd and 2 from the 36-yard line. Meyer in the shotgun. He's going to look to throw. Quick pass to the right, tipped away by Ethan Mahan. And man, if he would have been able to catch that one in midair, he would have been gone. 3rd down coming up for Chester.
He was in the perfect place to just smack that ball right down.
Will, you think you would have caught that one?
You know,
I
might have, but you know, if ifs and buts were candy and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas.
Got the hops to lead up there and get that one. I think you would have been gone there too, Will, if you would have caught that one about 55 yards away.
Oh, you're talking. I've been straight there.
So 3rd and 2 here for Chester. Meyer going to give it off to Burt. Check that, that's Rayburn, and Rayburn's going to get across the 35, inside the 35, and that's another Chester first down.
Rayburn on another great run there.
He's been all over the place, returning, receiving, and rushing for the Yellow Jackets. Gain of 5 there. And another Chester first down. 2:39 to go here in the second quarter and ticking. As we mentioned, if Chester could get one more in before the half, they'll have a 3-touchdown lead going into the locker room. Meyer in the shotgun. He's going to have 2 receivers on each side of him and a running back right behind him. That's Hobeck. He's going to throw. Meyer. Pressure comes from Eric Mills. Meyer running. He's going to try to run away. He's going to get away, and he is going to get the first down, or at least really close to it. What a play by the quarterback, Nick Meyer.
Carmi's started to get really good about defending these passing plays, but can't quite stop the quarterback.
Yeah, got to be able to stop the quarterback scramble. And from my memory from last year, Meyer did that a lot in the game against Carmi there at Chester. Bulldogs did a good job covering the receivers down the field, but Meyer's legs is what really is hurting the Bulldogs right now. So that's a first down. Ball marked to the 20-yard line of Carmi. Once again, the Bulldogs are the back against the wall. See if they can make Chester make a mistake here. Meyer in the shotgun, going to throw. Throws to the right side, caught. This is number 4. It's going to be Kiner, and Kiner down out of bounds. Tripped up by Cooper Craig inside the 10. The screen pass goes there inside the 10. First and goal, Chester.
Ball marked at the 3-yard line. Gain of 17.
Gain of 17. And once again, Will, Chester just putting it right down the field in a hurry.
Oh, yeah, they've shown tonight they're definitely really good at that against this defense.
It'll be interesting to see what halftime adjustments Carmi makes to try to do a better job stopping it in the second half. Final seconds here on the play clock ticking down. Meyer walks his way up to the line of scrimmage. Meyer gives it off up the middle. That's Bowman. And Bowman trying to find his way to the end zone. He's not going to get there. And so a good job of the Bulldog defense sniffing that one out. As a score update from Edwards County, El Dorado leads 8-6. And the final 36 seconds left in the first half there. Second and goal for Chester. They're going to mark the ball at the 1-yard line. Got to think if Chester does not score on this drive, something's not right. Meyer in the shotgun, Bowman to his right, moves a man in motion. He's going to keep it, and Meyer is in. Touchdown, Chester. Nick Meyer with a touchdown scramble there, and Chester has a 3-touchdown lead here with 58 seconds left in the second quarter.
It'll be really interesting, like you said, to see how Carmi what adjustments Carmi, sorry about that, makes in this at halftime to, yeah.
I know what you meant there, Will. So 58 seconds left here in the first half. Chester trying to cap off another long drive here and try to make it a 20-point lead. Meyer takes a snap, gives it up to Rayburn, and there he is. Well, we've been talking about him, and he's going to get in for the 2-point conversion. And so with 58 seconds left in the second quarter, the horn honks again for Chester. They lead 20-0. We'll take a short break.
Wabash General Hospital's Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Department has its own team operating alongside area high school and college teams. Our team of athletic trainers works with athletes in school during the day to treat and rehab, and on game nights on the sidelines to diagnose and treat injuries. The sports medicine team works with a growing list of schools. Our trainers, physical therapists, and physicians share the same goal, to get you back in the game. We are Wabash General Hospital. People you know, helping people you love.
Welcome back here to Ernst Jeffrey Sports Complex. 58 seconds to go here in the first half. Chester leads Carmi-White County 20-0. Cole Carter alongside Will Starks and Carmi. They don't have any timeouts here, assuming they might just try to take a knee on it and go to the locker room down by 20, depending on what kind of return they get here. So the last drive for Chester ended in a run for Nick Meyer for his score. 2-point conversion good. Simon catches on a short hop on the kickoff. Simon trying to go to the outside and brought down just across the 40. So a short field here for Carmi. They're about 68 yards away. Take that 58 yards away from pay dirt here if they want to try to score before the end of the first half.
You know, Cal on the Chester team did a really good job of getting past them and making that tackle.
Simon had a chance to make a big return there, but Chester able to sniff it out and not get anything there. So, clock says 53 seconds left here in the first half. See what Carmi elects to do here. Pugsley under center, T formation. He is going to give it off to Simon, and Simon nowhere to go. And with that play being called there, I assume Carmi not going to try anything special here at the end of the first half. And Carmi, we talked about it, they got a lot of things they need to work on at halftime.
See number 88, Eric Cal on Chester's team just gets smashed by
So final 30 seconds here, ticking off the first half clock. Carmi going to come back into the T formation. Pugsley gives it to Simon. Simon looking to go to the outside. Simon makes one Yellow Jacket miss and then spun down at the 50-yard line. And that will take us to the locker rooms. After 2 quarters of play, it's been all Chester. They lead 20-0. We'll be back after halftime.
News Channel 15 presents Sports Extra, a weekly look at local and area sports. See it Thursday nights at 6:30 on News Channel 15, also posted to our Facebook page. It's Sports Extra.
So, what's your story? Looking for a cost-effective way to begin your college career? One that's close to home? Or are you still unsure of a career direction? Here's the answer. The 4 Illinois Eastern Community Colleges. With 100 certificate and associate degrees in career and technical fields, many online and many transferable. Frontier Community, Lincoln Trail, Olney Central, Wabash Valley. 4 colleges, 1 mission. Let us help write your life story. Check us out online at iecc.edu.
At First National Bank, we are committed to providing our customers with superior customer service. Whether in person or over the phone, our goal is to provide a positive customer experience each and every day. Give us a call or stop in one of our local branches today.
Welcome back to Aaron Jeffrey Sports Complex. Halftime here. We're about ready to kick off the second half. Chester leading 20-0 over the Bulldogs of Carmi-White County. I'm Cole Carter alongside Will Starks. Will, it was pretty much all Chester in that one. Carmi just couldn't find a way to stop that offense.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited to see how Carmi's going to adapt, though, to this in the second half.
So Rayburn will kick off for the Yellow Jackets. Line drive kick going to be fielded on a hop. Well, it gets away from Davenant. He's got to run back on it. Now trying to find some return. He's got 4 Yellow Jackets right there. He's going to try to go to the outside. Odd still on his feet. And Davenant makes something out of nothing there. He's going to get it back to around, I'd say around the 25-yard line. So Carmi allowed a touchdown for Chester there at the end of the first half. And Chester now with a 20-0 lead, and Carmi wants to have any chance to get back in this game. You got to try to find a way to score right here. So once again, Carmi's offense without their starting left guard, their starting left tackle, and their starting running back. A couple of injuries and a suspension there for the Bulldogs. So 1st and 10 for Carmi at their own 21-yard line. Under center is William Pugsley. Takes the snap, and he's going to give it up the middle and nowhere to go. I believe that was Wheeler. And the Chester defensive line has really stepped up on those inside runs for Carmi.
Ball carrier was number 34, Austin Wheeler.
That was Austin Wheeler running for the Bulldogs.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 10 from the 21.
30 seconds off the third quarter clock here. Once again, Chester leading 20-0. Carmi, they've had a couple of drives with a few first downs, but not able to convert at the end of them. A couple punts for Carmi, and Chester offense, really they've been clicking on all cylinders so far tonight. 2nd and 10 ball at the 21. Pugsley with the receiver out wide is going to give it off up the middle and nowhere to go. I couldn't tell who had the carry for the Bulldogs, and Chester is not letting Carmi get anywhere in the run game tonight. That was Davenant with the carry.
Seems like Chester's really empowered by their early lead.
For the Yellow Jackets, loss of a yard on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
So 3rd down and 11 for Carmi. Under 11 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Ball at the Carmi 20-yard line. This is punt territory here for Carmi if they don't get the first down. Here in the wing T formation. Pugsley gives it off to Simon, and nowhere to go again. So they run the ball 3 times on this drive. It goes nowhere, and they're going to be forced to punt to start the second half. Not the way you want to start if you're Carmi.
Gain of about 2 yards on the play, up to the 22. Bring up 4th down and 8.
And Willie, it's kind of frustrating. Carmi's offense, they've struggled so bad tonight trying to get any kind of offense going for them. They just can't do it there.
Oh, yeah.
So it'll be 4th down and 9 from the 22. 10 minutes to go here in the third. Chester leads 20-0. Ethan Mahan back to punt for the Bulldogs. Rayburn, Ethan Rayburn to return for the Yellow Jackets. He's had a pretty good night. Nice punt by Mahan. Rayburn is going to let it bounce again. He will be able to pick it up at the 30. Rayburn runs left, stops, he's going to run right, and slips at the 34-yard line. So a pretty good punt there by Mahan. He's going to put the Yellow Jackets back at their own 34-yard line. And on comes Nick Meyer in this Yellow Jacket offense that has been hot tonight.
Rayburn usually good. He just had nowhere to go there.
Good, better job by the Bulldogs punt team there to cover the field and not let Rayburn have any running lanes.
Oh, yeah, definitely, definitely.
So 1st and 10 for Chester at their own 34. As we mentioned, Nick Meyer in this offense. Meyer, the third-year starting quarterback for Chester, has a touchdown pass earlier in the game and also a rushing touchdown. Meyer in the shotgun, one running back to each side and a receiver to each side. They give it off to Bowman up the middle, and Bowman stuffed. Dylan Webb and company there, along with 34 Austin Wheeler and 14 Ethan Mahan there for the Bulldogs. And Bulldogs sniffed out that one. Nowhere to go there for the Yellow Jackets.
No gain on the play. Second down and 10 from the 30.
Second and 10 coming up for Chester. And we came in tonight talking about the pass offense for Chester, but as we've said throughout the night, the run game has really been the bread and butter for Chester so far tonight.
Well, I think that really might be what's kind of throwing Carmi off tonight.
So 2nd and 10, Meyer's going to throw here on the full spread, throws an out route. It's going to be almost picked off the tip. That was intended for number 4, Keith Kiner, and it was Pugsley was there on the coverage, but Mahan was right there next to him, almost had the interception, and that could have been the momentum that Carmi needed right there, but they do have a 3rd and 10 here, and really, as long as Carmi can get the ball back and give themselves a chance to score, they're still in this ball game. Still plenty of time to go. 9 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Chester leading 20-0. 3rd and 10. Meyer in the shotgun. Takes the snap. He's going to give it off to Burt. Burt on the sweep again. Burt to the outside. Burt's going to make a couple Bulldogs miss. Burt is going to get the Chester first down, I do believe. Depending on, well, now the official's saying he's a few yards short. And if that's the case, it'd be a big stop for the Bulldogs. Looked like from over here that the Burt extended for the first down, but they indeed are going to call him short. It'll be 4th and about 3.
Carmine's making a few adjustments up there.
Definitely a better job there. Chester's ran that play multiple times tonight, so now we'll see what the Yellow Jackets elect to do. Will they punt or will they go for it? Looks like they're going to go for it. Big 4th down play here. 4th and 2 from the 43. In the shotgun's Meyer. He's got Bowman to his right. Moves a man in motion. Meyer's going to keep it. Meyer, did he get there? It looks like he did. And that should be a Chester first down.
55, Eric Williams.
Indeed it is.
Carmi really has done a good job, a lot better job of slowing them down here in the second half already, though.
Well, that's another 4th down that they forced Chester to get to, but they just cannot make the stop on 4th down. Coming up on 8.5 minutes to go in the third. Chester leading 20-0. Meyer in the shotgun. He's got 2 receivers right and to his left, and Hobeck to his right. Gives it off to Rayburn. Rayburn looking for the edge. Rayburn's got the edge. Look at that speed from Rayburn. Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Well, you've been talking about him all night. Ethan Rayburn, another big play there for the Yellow Jackets.
Oh, yeah, every time he gets that ball, it's gone. It's gone.
Talk about his speed. He's not the tallest guy on the field by any means, but the speed makes up for it. Gain of 14 there. And really, Chester has ran that play multiple times tonight, but Carmi they could not find a way to stop it.
No, really struggling with that play.
8 minutes to go in the third quarter. Meyer in the shotgun, 2 receivers to each side. Moves Burt in motion, gives it up the middle to Hobeck. Hobeck up the middle and brought down at the 35-yard line. And so Hobeck gets about 5 yards there. Second down coming up for Chester.
Hobeck's been doing a pretty good player, being a pretty good player here on this team tonight too.
Hobeck's one of those bigger running backs. You see a lot of those in the Black Diamond Conference. Kind of compared to like a Dylan Hefner guy in Fairfield. Hefner, a big 6'3", 225-pound guy. Hobeck's
just plowing through.
Just like him. They give him the ball and just let him do his work. Meyer in the shotgun, bunch receivers to his right. He's going to give it off to Rayburn. Rayburn looking for the outside again. Rayburn gets to the outside, spins away. Rayburn inside the 20 and brought down at the 12-yard line. Man, Ethan Rayburn is working tonight against that Bulldog defense.
Phenomenal run on that one. Phenomenal.
And that time they gave it to him just out of the running back position. No sweep there. And really, Rayburn's been a difference maker for Chester. And now, ball all the 10-yard line. They're 10 yards away from a 4-touchdown lead here in the third quarter. Carmi has no answers for this Chester team. Meyer in the shotgun, running back to each side of him, and a wide receiver out left. Gives it off to Rayburn again. Rayburn looking for the edge. Rayburn is going to be brought out of bounds inside the 5. It'll be second down and goal from about the 4-yard line here for the Yellow Jackets.
Ball marked at the 4-yard line, gain of 6 on the play. Second and goal from the 4.
There's a gain of 6 there for Rayburn. Under 7 minutes. Oh, go ahead, Will.
No, I'm sorry. After you.
No, I was saying under 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. Chester still on top, 20. Looking to add to that here. Meyer gives it off to Rayburn, and that time the Bulldogs are able to get to him. Rayburn's still fighting. Man, Rayburn just not wanting to go down easily. As that time he carries it back to the line of scrimmage, maybe lost a yard.
Yeah, we were just talking about big guys, being able to get hit and still plow through them, and Rayburn just did that as a littler guy.
So loss of a yard there, and it's third and goal from the 5. So maybe if the Bulldogs can somehow get a stop here. Once again, a lot of football left. In the shotgun, Meyer moves a man in motion. They give it up the middle. This is going to be a different player than usual. That's number 21, Ethan Eggemeyer. Touchdown, Chester. And the party continues for the Yellow Jackets.
Yellow Jackets are just a very aggressive team, really dominating the field tonight.
Just keep on punching Carmi in the mouth every time they get close to a stop. So that makes it 26-0. They will look to add to it here. In the shotgun is Meyer. Takes a snap, looking left, going to throw left. It is going to be caught off a tip. I do believe it is. 2-point conversion, good. Number 85, Ian Reith on the catch for the Yellow Jackets. With 6:14 to go in the third, Chester leads 28-0. We'll take a short break.
If you're looking for the best barbecue around, look no further than Hog Heaven Barbecue, 411 West Ninth Street, Mount Carmel. Rick Marshall and the staff have been cooking up the best pork ribs and chicken since 1987. Hog Heaven Barbecue is a full-service family restaurant serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Be sure to check out our delicious buffet and salad bar. And it's not just barbecue at Hog Heaven. Enjoy our steaks, burgers, catfish, homemade pies, and desserts. Also, check out our beef brisket special with 2 sides for just $7.95. Hog Heaven Barbecue, 411 West 9th, Mount Carmel.
Here in Southern Illinois, we all know the weather can change in an instant. When severe weather strikes, you can count on the team at News Channel 15 to provide you the latest information to keep you and your family safe. From watches and warnings to storm spotter information with our direct link to the National Weather Service, the team at News Channel 15 is here to give you the most up-to-the-minute severe weather coverage, not only on air but also online and on our Facebook page. News Channel 15, putting Southern Illinois first.
Welcome back here to Aaron Jeffrey Sports Complex. Chester leading Carmi-White County 28-0. 6:14 to go in the third quarter. Cole Carter alongside Will Starks. And it'll be Rayburn kicking off for the Yellow Jackets. Deep for the Bulldogs is Pugsley and Odd. Line drive kick can be fielded by Davin Odd. And at the 24-yard line, Odd, full head of steam, looking to find a lane and cannot. Drug down at the 34-yard line. And so Carmi's offense, who's had little to nothing going for him so far, right now they're just trying to play for pride, trying to cut this lead down, and you never know what could happen, but as I mentioned, it's been all Chester so far tonight, needless to say.
Yeah, they could come out strong, but it's looking a little bleak for Carmi tonight.
Just got to focus on one drive at a time here for Carmi, and if it's this one, it's starting at their own 35-yard line. 65 yards of green grass in front of the Bulldogs. Under center is Pugsley. Takes a snap, gives it off to Adam Phelps. Adam Phelps, the big, normally tight end, carries across the 40-yard line to about the 41. Not a bad run there for the senior.
45, Shane Heyman on the tackle for the Yellow Jackets.
35, Shane Hamill on the tackle there
Phelps picks up 5
for the Yellow Jackets.
It'll be second down and 5.
Second and 5 for Carmi. 5:40 to go in the third quarter. Ball at the 40-yard line. Pugsley out in the power I formation. Pugsley takes a snap, gives it off to Phelps again, and Phelps that time had nowhere to go. Yellow Jackets were all over that one once again.
Tackled by number 40, Ethan Thomason.
40, Ethan Thomason making the tackle there for the Yellow Jackets.
The Yellow Jackets were just able to break through that line every time.
We talked about the injuries that Carmi has faced on the left side of the line of scrimmage, and it's it's really shown. Chester has broken through with ease, and Carmi just cannot find an answer. So, some subs here for Carmi. It's going to be 3rd and 5. Play clock winding down. It's now at 7. Pugsley under center. Pugsley takes the snap. He's going to go back to pass. Pugsley, pressure comes. Pugsley going to launch one downfield. Phelps double covered. It's incomplete. Number 4, Keith Kiner making the deflection for Chester. And Carmi once again looks like they're going to punt.
Bring up 4th and 5 from the 30 for the Bulldogs.
Looked like it was almost an interception.
Really just a desperation heave there for Pugsley and the Bulldogs, hoping to try to get something going, but once again, just no luck for Carmi. So number 4, Keith Kiner going to get a chance to return. We've seen Rayburn back to return a lot for Chester, but now it's going to be Kiner, the wide receiver, also defensive back. Mahan will punt it away. Another good punt by Mahan. Kiner fields it at the 19-yard line, looking for a lane. He's going to try to run left here. Kiner gets a pass to a couple Bulldogs. Kiner across the 40, across the midfield, still on his feet, and then pushed out of bounds just shy of the 45-yard line. So a good return there by Kiner, and great position here for the Yellow Jackets once again.
Kiner's really been able to field them punts.
Chester's special teams-wise has really excelled in this one. We talked about Rayburn and his great play tonight. There it was Kiner who got the chance to return and runs it all the way to the 46-yard line of Carmi-White County. So Chester with 4.5 to play in the third, leading Carmi 28-0, and they are spoiling the homecoming for the Bulldogs so far tonight. And Chester, if they keep things going in the way they have, they'll have their 5th win of the year. But still, lots of football left. Here, 4.5 to play in the third. And the shotgun, Meyer, going to move a man in motion and give it up the middle to Hobeck. Hobeck carries up to, oh, was it a fumble? Looks like, was that a fumble? It was. It's recovered by the Bulldogs, I do believe. Looked like the Bulldogs were running back the other way. Officials confused. What are they going to say? Looked like Luke Simon was running the ball back the other way. Officials, and it is Bulldog football. The Bulldogs recover a fumble. Hobeck fumbled it, and the Bulldogs recover. Luke Simon recovered it. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
There we go. Carmi uses this. This could be a game changer.
So, yeah, we've been waiting for the Carmi defense to step up, and they finally do here. So, I mean, they are trailing by 4 touchdowns, but like we mentioned, anything can happen. Still lots of time left. So the Bulldogs will start this drive at their own 41-yard line. 4:08 to play in this one. Carmi offense has been non-existent so far tonight. Cooper Craig out wide left for the Bulldogs. Pugsley under center. He is going to go back to pass. Pressure there. He gets rid of it, and it's incomplete. He had Simon open, but just too much pressure. Couldn't get enough on the pass.
And Chester's just really been really good about putting pressure on that quarterback every time he tries to pass.
Pugsley has not had a lot of time to pass. He's had a couple of big sacks tonight for this Chester defensive line. And Carmi really just trying to find some answers. They've got a few first downs, but for the most part, Chester's been sniffing out the run all night. And from the package the Bulldogs have in the game right now, looks like they're going to go back to the run with their receivers out of the game. Simon Odd and Wheeler in the backfield in the T formation. Pugsley is going to give it off to Odd. Odd finds a small hole, and Odd, a little quick move there across the 45 to the 46. 3rd and about medium coming up for the Bulldogs. We've seen some shifty moves there from 22 Davin on so far tonight.
We definitely have. He's definitely been showing a good game, or playing well this game, I should say.
Odd carries that one out to the 46. 3rd and 5 on the scoreboard here for the Bulldogs. 3.5 to play in the third. Chester leading 28-0. Bulldogs trying to answer after the Hobeck fumble on the previous possession for Chester. Pugsley is going to throw. And Pugsley going to throw the screen to Mahan. He's got one guy there. He's not going to get away. That was Ethan Burt, who read that like a book. All over it. Loss of 5. 4th and long coming up for the Bulldogs. And if you look around, Will, some fans are starting to find their way to their car as the Bulldogs just cannot get anything going in their direction.
Yep, the fans are not thrilled tonight.
Definitely not the performance you want to see out of the Bulldogs homecoming night. But got to give credit to Chester. They were a very good ball club, and they much have improved throughout the season. Mahan, nice kick away once again. It's going to be Kiner again on the return for the Yellow Jackets. Kiner going to pick it up from the 26. Kiner is running across the 35 and brought down just shy of the 40. So Kiner on the return there. 2.5 to go in the third quarter. Chester once again on top of Carmi-White County, 28-0. And Bulldog defense had the fumble recovery last possession, but other than that, just not a lot going in Carmi's direction. As we talked about, well, this is not the performance you wanted to see out of Carmi.
Not at all, like we've been saying, especially on their homecoming night.
So Nick Meyer brings his offense back out there in the spread formation. He's got a receiver to each side and a running back next to him. This is going to be Bowman, and he is going to be met. That is Dylan Webb, the first Bulldog there, but Bowman keeps on running, but not a lot of room there. Number 78, Dylan Webb, the first Bulldog there. Mahan and company also followed in.
Bulldogs did a really good job that time breaking through and getting them.
Gain of a couple of yards.
So gain of 2 there for Bowman and the Yellow Jacket offense. It'll be 2nd down and 6 from the 40. Check the second down and 8 from the 40 when they snap this one. Meyer in the shotgun, no running backs. Now he moves Burt in motion. He's going to give it off to Burt. Burt will sweep to the left side, cuts inside, and Burt down the sideline and more. And that sweep play has been working to perfection for the Yellow Jackets so far tonight. Davenon making the tackle for the Bulldogs.
Ball marked at the 49-yard line of Carmi. We're at 11-yard gain.
Chester's just playing a great game tonight, really.
Their offense, just it's like we mentioned, so many elements and so many options they run. It's hard to stop it for Carmi. So 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at the 49-yard line. Or for the Yellow Jackets, I should say. Here's Meyer. He's going to keep it. Meyer trying to run ahead, and Meyer across the 35 to the 34.
32, Luke Simon.
32, Luke Simon making the tackle for the Bulldogs. 2nd and short coming up. About 2nd and 5 here for the Yellow Jackets.
5 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 5.
Carmi's really got to pull something out of their hat here.
Time is winding down. We got 1:10 to go in the third quarter. Carmi running out of options and running out of time. Meyer in the shotgun. Takes a snap. He's going to give it off to Rayburn again. Rayburn looking for that edge once again. Rayburn moving some guys around. Rayburn breaks away from everybody. Rayburn down the sideline. My goodness, Will. The Bulldogs cannot tackle Rayburn tonight.
He just dodges every one of them. They come close, but he just gets right past them.
It is really a big asset for an offense to have a guy like Ethan Rayburn, kind of like a Darren Sproles type player, short, but man, he's got a lot of speed, and once he gets into the open field, as you can tell, defenses just have a hard time bringing him down.
Oh, yeah.
So 57 seconds left from the third quarter clock. Time has stopped here. As Chester looking to extend their already 4-touchdown lead, 28-0 here in the third. In the shotgun is Meyer, gives it off to Burt. Burt running to the left side, Simon there, he's not going to get him. Wheeler can't get him, and Burt pushed out of bounds by Cooper Craig. Still going, actually. He's going to get the Chester first down inside the 10-yard line. And one of the biggest issues tonight for Carmi, a reoccurring issue, just cannot tackle the ball carrier for Chester.
You know, like we said earlier, Chester, we expected them to come out really heavy on their passing, but it seems like every time they have passed, Carmi's actually done a pretty all right job of covering it. It's this running game they've really got a bad job on.
So the clock is up to 47 seconds left. It'll be 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Meyer in the shotgun. He's got 2 receivers left, one to his right. Gives it off to Burt. It's going to be Ethan Burt, and he's going to be brought down after about a 2-yard gain to about the 6-yard line. It'll be 2nd and goal. 66, Joe Mills making the tackle for the Bulldogs.
Rayburn carries to the 5-yard line, gain of 4 on the plate. 2nd down and goal from the 5.
Final 20 seconds ticking off the clock here in the third quarter. And I believe Chester's just going to run that out and take us to the final stanza. I believe that's what they're doing. Referees maybe have a timeout. Trying to figure out what's going on here. Everybody's acting as if it's the end of the quarter. Now the clock's in. So that is the end of the third quarter. After 3 periods of play, it's Chester 28, Carmi nothing. The final quarter coming up next.
For over a century, Mount Carmel Public Utility Company has served Wabash County with safe and reliable energy. And now we're there for you in a whole new way. Introducing our new Smart Hub app. The free app lets you access your account 24 hours a day right from your fingertips. Receive email notifications when a new bill is issued and pay that bill directly online, anywhere, anytime. Access your usage history and more. Download the Smart Hub app today at mtcpu.com. Just another way Mount Carmel Public Utility Company serves our neighbors, families, and friends.
So, what's your story? Looking for a cost-effective way to begin your college career? One that's close to home? Or are you still unsure of a career direction? Here's the answer. The 4 Illinois Eastern Community Colleges. With 100 certificate and associate degrees in career and technical fields, many online and many transferable. Frontier Community, Lincoln Trail, Olney Central, Wabash Valley. 4 colleges, 1 mission. Let us help write your life story. Check us out online at iecc.edu.
Welcome back to your Andrew Jeffrey Sports Complex. Chester leading 28-0 over Carmi-White County, trying to extend that here. Cole Carter alongside Will Starks. It is 2nd and goal for Chester at the 5-yard line. As we have the fourth quarter clock beginning. Meyer going to give it off up the middle. This is going to be number 88, Eric Cowell for the Yellow Jackets. And Cowell runs inside the 10-yard line. Not a lot of room there for Cowell. Bulldog defense all over it.
Tackle made by 2 William Pugsley.
2 William Pugsley and 78 Dylan Webb on the tackle for the Bulldogs. Little to no gain there for Cowell. Actually, they mark it about the 3-yard line. So 3rd and goal. Bulldogs, if they can keep the Yellow Jackets from getting 3 yards in the next 2 plays, they'll have themselves a defensive stop. But 3rd and goal. In the shotgun, Meyer moves Rayburn in motion. Is going to fumble the snap, and Meyer, I think the Bulldogs might have that. And they do. The Bulldogs recover a fumble. How about that?
Seems like the fans are really happy about that one.
Well, I mean, it is a big, it's something to cheer about. They have not had a lot of things to cheer about tonight, and finally, the Bulldog defense comes up big. They covered a fumble on the previous drive, but that was Joe Mills, who was falling on top of the missed handoff by Meyer. Looked like bowling as well. So it's 1st and 10 for Carmi at their own 6-yard line. And if they want to have any chance to win this game, they got to start right now, needing a touchdown. Chester has scored 4 touchdowns. They've converted on 2 of the 4 2-point conversions. They send Cooper Craig out wide. They have the wing T formation. Pugsley takes a snap. He's going to give it up the middle. I believe that's Austin Wheeler, and just, let's see, Ethan Mahan the carry. No room there for Mahan.
72, Chase Colbus on the tackle for the Yellow Jackets.
72, Chase Colbus making the tackle there for Chester.
No gain on the play.
No gain. It's going to be 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 from
Ball at the Carmi 6-yard line, and Carmi, the run game has just not been, 2 opposite teams. Chester has been running the ball really well. Carmi, the run game, just not been there as much as Chester's has. So 10:38 to go in the ball game. Clock winding down. Pugsley under center. Gives it off to the right side. I believe that's Luke Simon. And Simon going to get about 1 yard. And really, Carmi, it hasn't been working, but they keep going to that inside run, and Chester just keeps stopping it, and nothing's really working in the run game for Carmi tonight.
Carmi's going to have to come up with something different.
Might see a pass play here on 3rd and 9 from the Carmi 7-yard line. Just trying to get something positive here for Carmi, trailing by 28 on their homecoming night. Pugsley takes a snap. Is going to go back to pass, looking to throw it, throws it for Simon, and it's over his head just by a couple yards. If he gets that to him, it's going to be enough for a Bulldog first down, but instead, it's 4th down, and the Bulldogs will punt once again tonight.
Well, that's the 2nd time tonight, just bad throws, really.
We talked about the pressure on Pugsley, and it was there again. I mean, if he just puts a little less on that throw, it's right in the breadbasket of Simon, but instead, 4th and 9 for Carmi at their own 7-yard line. Mahan will punt deep to return for the Yellow Jackets, number 4, Keith Kiner. He's had a couple good returns tonight. Mahan punts it away. It's a high, not as far this time. And he's going to bounce back towards the Chester goal line, and Eric Mills is going to fall on it. And great field position here for the Yellow Jackets, all the way inside the Carmi 30. Well, they might need to give us some pads and have us go play down there, maybe helping things go in Carmi's direction here.
Oh, yeah. That'd really turn the tide right there.
We'd eliminate this deficit in seconds.
Oh, yeah. Unlike anything anyone's ever seen before.
Have D1 offers in the mail next week. 1st and 10 for Chester at the Carmi 29-yard line. Meyer in the shotgun. He's got a Rayburn. He's going to get off to Rayburn. Rayburn looking for a hole. Rayburn looking to go to the outside. Rayburn still going. Here is Eric Rayburn. Ethan Rayburn, I should say. And his great night continues for the Yellow Jackets.
That guy can just go and go and go, like the Energizer Bunny.
That's a perfect way to describe him. It's just Carmi's defense has had such a hard time just bringing him to the ground. I don't think he's been tackled tonight. I mean, he got tripped up there, but solely, a Bulldog making a form tackle, I have not seen many of those. He's too quick, and the Bulldogs have had a hard time stopping him. So 1st and goal for Chester from the 6-yard line, looking to extend their already big lead, 28-0, 9.5 to go in the 4th. Meyer takes a snap, gives it back to Rayburn, and Rayburn going to try to run it inside, and Rayburn is going to be just shy of the end zone. 14, Ethan Mahan making the tackle.
Seems like Rayburn's really been Chester's golden goose tonight, really. He's been getting play after play after play.
I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it for Chester. I mean, Rayburn's giving them good production so far tonight. No need to not give him the ball.
Definitely, definitely.
So Chester was in this spot last possession and fumbled it away. Now they're right back here. 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. Meyer by himself in the shotgun is going to keep it. Meyer looking to get in himself. Meyer stood up. We'll see, did he get there on the second effort? He did not. And so it's going to bring up 3rd and goal from about the 1-yard line. So Eric Meyer calls his own number, doesn't get in there. And we'll see if the Bulldog defense can once again come away with a stop.
Gain about a yard on the play. It's going to be 3rd and goal from the 1.
Chester a yard away from a 5-touchdown lead here in the 4th quarter.
Not looking good for the Bulldogs.
3rd and goal. Meyer in the shotgun, gives it off to Bowling, and he's in. Touchdown, Chester. And their lead is up to 34-0, and light the horn again for the Yellow Jackets. Just not a great night for the Carmi defense. As this stadium is easily halfway as full as it was when this game first started.
Yeah, the fans have just been losing hope.
Update from Mount Carmel, Vince Sins with a big win over the Golden Aces, 54-6. Tough one for the Mount Carmel Golden Aces. So it looks like the Yellow Jackets will kick the PAT here. Haven't seen that from them so far tonight. They've gone for 2 every time. And they have some miscommunication as far as the special teams concerned. So despite a big comeback here by Carmi, they will be 1-6. It's going to be a penalty here against Yellow Jackets for not being ready. Delay a game. Be a 5-yard penalty to extend this extra point a little longer. But despite a miraculous comeback here, Carmi will be 1-6 going on the road against McLeansboro or Hamilton County next week. And then after that, back home against Vienna-Goreville, and then it's over. Score update from Edwards County. El Dorado leads 24-6 as the PAT is good. And with 8:14 to go in the ball game, Chester leading Carmi-White County 35-0.
Wabash General Hospital's Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Department has its own team operating alongside area high school and college teams. Our team of athletic trainers works with athletes in school during the day to treat and rehab, and on game nights on the sidelines to diagnose and treat injuries. The sports medicine team works with a growing list of schools. Our trainers, physical therapists, and physicians share the same goal, to get you back in the game. We are Wabash General Hospital. People you know, helping people you love.
Welcome back to Carmi-White County High School. Cole Carter and Will Starks, the Yellow Jackets of Chester, find themselves on top 35-0 over the Bulldogs here on homecoming night. The Bulldogs just same thing all night. Just not a lot going for them offensively or defensively. But still a lot of time they can try to get something positive out of this one. Rayburn will be kicking off for the Bulldogs. Line drive kick going to be fielded by Davin Odd. Bounces away, but he gets it back. Odd up the middle. Nice hole for Odd. Odd trying to go back to the outside, and he's going to be brought down at the 34-yard line. 21, Ethan Eggermeyer on the tackle for the Yellow Jackets. So a Bulldog offense has been chose to punt a lot tonight. The pass game has not been there. The inside run game has been a struggle. And I think Chester is going to be looking at this game and be really happy with what happened tonight against Carmi.
I almost feel bad for Odd. He seems like a really speedy guy. He really gets the ball and gets going, but they're just not able to block for him.
And just being a sophomore, he's going to have a lot of experience in the next few years to come, and that's what Carmi's going to be building on at this point. You're not going to make the playoffs, and good chance for some young guys to get some experience and get ready for the next few years.
Oh, yeah.
Here's Luke Simon talking about the future of the Bulldogs. Simon with a nice run here, about a 7-yard gain out to about the 44-yard line. Other guys returning next year for the Bulldogs. You have Peyton Edwards, who's been off and on, starting at left tackle. We've seen the Mills brothers, Eric Mills, Joe Mills. We mentioned Davin Odd, Ethan Mahan, he'll be back next year. Luke Simon will be back for the next few years. So a bright future for the Bulldogs in the seasons to come. Pugsley gives it off to Mahan, and Mahan is met. And he falls at the 42-yard line. Check that 44-yard line. Ethan Thompson making the tackle for the Yellow Jackets. So we are coming up on 7:15 to go in the fourth quarter. Chester leading 35-0. Carmi back to the line of scrimmage. Under center is Pugsley in the T formation. Takes a snap, gives it off to Eric Mills up ahead, and Eric Mills is going to have enough for a Bulldog first down all the way out to about the 49-yard line.
He rambles up to the 50-yard line.
It's a different Carmi. I don't think they've gone to that play so far tonight, but it works here. First and 10 Carmi at midfield. 6:50 to go in the fourth quarter. First and 10 for Carmi at midfield. Under center is Pugsley. He fumbles the snap. It gets away from him. I think Chester might have it. We'll see what the officials say. Chester football. The Bulldogs fumble it away. And so now might be the chance, Will, we start to see both teams maybe put their younger guys in, let them get some experience in a varsity game.
For the Yellow Jackets, it'll be first and 10 from their own 48.
Good time for Chester to do it because really they don't have too much to lose.
That you'd be correct. I'm not sure who Chester plays next week, but I do know that they will be on the road against Edwards County to end the season. If I'm not mistaken, they will be at home against El Dorado next week. In the shotgun, and they have a new quarterback in there. This is going to be number 39, Caleb Parker, on the run for the Yellow Jackets. And Parker, not a lot of room there. In at quarterback for the Yellow Jackets is Nate Heffernan, I should say. 45, Eric Mills making the tackle, and looking at the Bulldogs side, they have a couple of sophomores. They're looking to try to get in the game here.
No gain on the plate. Second down and 9 for the 48.
Second and 9 coming up for Chester. So, Will, all in all tonight, what do you think? I mean, overall, what was the biggest issue for Carmi in your mind?
Just their line not really being able to block. That's what I'm thinking, because whenever they run the ball, a lot of the people running it are doing a really fast job.
Snap over the head. Heffernan able to corral it. They give it up the middle. Can't throw the ball carriers, but he's going to plow his way near the first down. Not a bad run there. We'll see. It's going to be number 45, Shane Heyman, the ball carrier for the Yellow Jackets.
He picks up enough for a first down.
And that's a Yellow Jacket first down. The Bulldogs will remove their defensive starters. Give the younger guys some reps. We're at 5:20 to go in the fourth quarter. Chester leading 35-0. So, Carmi officially waving the white towel. So, 1st and 10 for Chester at the 42-yard line. In the shotgun is Heffernan. Takes a snap, gives it off to Heyman again, and he is met at the defensive line. The Bulldogs were there that time. 51, William Ledford, along with number 66, Joe Mills, there for the Bulldogs.
52, Cody Nosley on the tackle for the Bulldogs.
52, Cody Nosley also got in there for Carmi.
2nd down and 10.
So 2nd and 10. We're under 5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Chester leading 35-0.
Other than a couple fumbles tonight, Chester's really played a darn good game.
Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, you can't. Chester goes in and watches film tomorrow. Not a lot to complain about. We looked real sharp tonight. Snap over the head of Heffernan. It's going to roll, and Heffernan will fall on it. Back at the Chester 41-yard line. And Willie jinxed him right when everything was going well. They snap it over the head of their quarterback. But once again, I mean, not going to do any substantial damage here, of course, with the 5-touchdown lead.
Seems like both teams have kind of been making liars out of us tonight with us thinking what they're going to do, and then...
Exactly right. We came in tonight thinking it was going to be a long game with Chester throwing the ball a lot, but it's been the exact opposite. They have been running the ball all over the place, and it's worked to perfection for them. So now 3rd and 26, ball at the Chester 42-yard line. Heffernan is going to get off up the middle. I believe that's Heyman, and Heyman wrapped up and brought down. 51, William Ledford making the tackle. That's a name that you're going to hear in the years to come for the Bulldogs. He got some reps at left guard tonight with the injury with the suspension of Tyler Hoskins. And so a loss of 2, back to the 41-yard line. 4th and 27 for Chester. We are at 3:17 to play in this one. Bulldogs going to send Davenant and Jacob Lamont back to return on the punt. Looks like Bowman's going to punt this one away for the Yellow Jackets. Bowman boots it away. It is going to be, looks like Lamont who's going to run it back. And Lamont, look who that is, Will.
Yep.
16, Ethan Rayburn. They're not taking him out of the game yet, making the big tackle there. Nobody touched him. He has had a phenomenal night for the Yellow Jackets.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs from the 25.
Bulldogs are going to take a timeout. We will take one as well. We'll have a short break.
I didn't want to go to community college because it was too small, too limiting.
I wanted a place where I could expand my horizons and gain experiences for a strong future.
Where I could meet people from other places and learn about them.
A college choice that meant a strong start, not huge debt.
Where I would have the support I needed.
Where teachers knew my name and worked with me on a personal level.
And people were ready and available to help me plan my future.
That's why I choose my community college.
Welcome back to Carmi High School. Cole Carter and Will Starks. We've got 2:50 to go here in the ball game, and it indeed looks like Chester is going to leave White County tonight with a win and their 5th on the year, which will make them playoff eligible for the 2nd straight year.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
So it's 1st and 10 for Carmi from their own 25 line after the punt. Under center is Devin Rankin, the sophomore quarterback. He's going to give it off to Kobe Large. Kobe Large, another sophomore. Large gets a couple yards up to about the 29 line. Kobe Large, another one of those names you're going to hear for the years to come for the Bulldogs. A sophomore.
57, Nick
Got a lot of speed when he gets out into the open field.
Chester. Gain of 5 yards on the play.
This sophomore class for Carmi really brings a lot of skill and athleticism, even on the basketball court. You can see them here in the months to come, but the majority of that team out there right now is sophomores, I believe, if not the entire team. Rankin gives it off to Jacob Lamont. Lamont goes left, tries to go back right, and spun down. That was number 52, Tyler Holm, making the tackle for the Yellow Jackets, and we are now at 2 minutes to go in this one.
No gain on the flight.
But a tough one to swallow for the Bulldogs tonight. They got their homecoming dance tomorrow night, so a fun time for them. Hopefully they can turn things around. A score update from Edwards County. El Dorado all over the Lions in that one. Thought that would have been a little closer than what it was, so El Dorado will advance to 6-1. Under center is Devin Rankin. Takes a snap, gives it off to Kobe Large, and Large is going to put his head down. Get a nice, not a bad gain there for Large. Gets up to about the 34. He'll bring up fourth down. 1:20 to go here in the ball game.
Large carries up to the 34-yard line. Gain of 4 on the play. It's going to bring up fourth down and 1.
Bulldogs making some last-second substitutions. Once again, Bulldogs will be on the road next week. They'll go up against the Hamilton County Foxes in Hamilton County, and they'll be back at home the following week for senior night and the final game of the season for the Bulldogs. Here's Jacob Lamont. Lamont's going to have the Bulldog first down, and Jacob Lamont carries up to the 46-yard line, 45, I should say. And that's the Bulldog first down. Haven't had a lot of those tonight, but they get one right here.
Lamont carries up to the 45-yard line. Gain of 11 on the play, and that's a
Chester will be at home next week against El Dorado and be on the road in week 9 against Edwards County. Under center is Rankin in the power I formation, and Rankin's going to take a knee, and that is going to end it. Final score here tonight, Chester 35, Carmi-White County nothing. Will, any last words before we sign off for the night? Well, I mean, lots of words. I mean, I know
Yeah,
it's
honestly.
just all. It was all Chester.
Yeah, it was Chester from the beginning to end. I don't really have a whole lot to add.
So once again, Cole Carter alongside Will Starks. Will, thanks for joining. First time in the broadcast booth. You'll hear his voice a lot more in the years to come. Final score, Chester leading 35-0. Thanks to Andrew Julian for running the camera tonight. We'll see you soon.